What's up, brother? How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yes, sir.
So your last outing was 5.1 innings pitched, two hits, one error, 8 Ks. Was there, did you see anything different? Were you executing pitches different?
I would just say I got into a pretty good rhythm early, and then kind of just rode with it. I was attacking the strike zone a lot early in counts, which put me ahead, which obviously makes it a lot easier to pitch. So I would just say getting ahead of the hitters and continue to execute my pitches was kind of what led to the results I got.
That's good. So your recent Tulsa promotion from going from Cali your whole life, and then bouncing to Michigan and now Tulsa. Is there anything like any new adjustments, like scenery change or weather that you had to get used to?
So when I went to Great Lakes, it was definitely the cold, getting used to that. Early on, it was really cold. There were a couple days when it was even snowing like before the game. So just getting used to that and being able to adjust to the cold and getting my body warm and staying ready to go was kind of something I had to adjust to in the beginning. And then coming here, it's pretty hot, humid, so that took a little adjusting, but nothing too crazy. I would say I'm pretty well adjusted at this point.
That's good. So how's Tulsa? Just the city life, the
Mhm.
weather's humid, you said. It's just
Yeah, no,
easy.
it's awesome being here, especially coming from Great Lakes and Midland. There's really not much to do there. They don't even have Uber, so it's tough to get around.
Hmm.
So they're going from there to here to, I think they said it was like the second largest city in Oklahoma, Tulsa is. So
Oh, really?
there's a lot more stuff to do. There's good restaurants to eat at. There's people walking around. So just the vibes and the energy of this place is a lot more something that I like compared to the small town aspect of Midland.
Sweet. So your mindset going into games, now that you're in double A and it's harder to face hitters now that they're more getting used to your pitching, do you train any different going into these games?
Not really, to be honest. I think at the end of the day, if you execute your pitches, it doesn't matter where you are or who you're facing, you'll be able to get hitters out. I would say just the biggest difference is not getting as much chase outside of the strike zone, and then hitters being more so on your misses. So there's not really too much to think about. Just kind of got to go out there and execute your pitches, and if you do that, you'll have good results.
Sweet. So is your training routine the same leading up to game day and game day?
Yeah, I try to keep everything exactly the same, not try and switch anything up. I've got a good routine I've kind of established, so staying consistent with that has been pretty key for me.
Sweet. So earlier this year in spring training, I'm sure you get this a lot, but your spring training game where you had 2 innings pitched and 4 Ks with your dad announcing, how was that?
That was awesome. Just being able to be in front of that was the biggest crowd I've ever thrown. I think there were around 40,000 people, so that was pretty cool having that. And then having my dad announcing it was pretty awesome. I didn't see it during the game, but I saw the highlights, so it was pretty cool, pretty special moment.
Awesome. So were you just nervous, any jitters, or you just another normal game for you?
I would say leading up to it, I was definitely a little more nervous than usual. But once I kind of got out there and started pitching, everything kind of went away. The crowd went away, so that was good.
Sweet. So uh in UCLA you battled through some injuries. Is there any training that you have now that is different to prevent those injuries reoccurring?
Yeah, we've made some adjustments, and then just kind of focus on some different areas that I didn't really focus on before, like just like mobility and being able to move more efficiently and move better. So just kind of stuff like that. Taking a few things out here and there, adding a few things. So yeah, there's definitely been some adjustments from UCLA for sure.
Sweet. So in the off season, is there anything that you're doing differently? Because obviously you went on that great stretch at the end of last year in Great Lakes. Is there anything different or any new pitching mechanics or pitches?
Um, Not really, to be honest. Just kind of getting more comfortable on the mound every time I'm out there. Last year was the first time I'd pitched in a pretty long time. I think like a year and a half. So it took me a while, kind of just to get my feet back underneath me and get comfortable out there. But I would say definitely towards the end, I kind of found my stride, and I've carried that into this year. So yeah,
So I also seen that Peyton Martin said that you have one of the best curveballs he's ever seen. So uh it looks really good, man.
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Um so I'm just gonna be asking some just like get to know you questions. So what
Yeah.
was your favorite team growing up other than I'm sure your dad's teams?
Oh, just baseball or any sports?
All of the sports.
Okay. I liked watching the Lakers. Also Chargers. Unfortunately, it's kind of a tough team to root for, but hopefully they can turn it around here.
Have you been to SoFi to
I
see it?
have, yeah. It's a pretty incredible place.
It is
It's awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Your favorite player to watch currently and all time?
Um, I would say right now I like watching Tyler Glass pitch. He's so electric out there. It's awesome to watch. And then all time growing up, Matt Kemp was my favorite player, so seeing him was pretty cool.
Have you met Kemp?
I did when I was younger, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that was cool.
And Glass now, have you asked him for any pointers? Has he
Yeah,
have
I worked out at the stadium in the off season and he was there, so we got to talk a little bit and I got to ask him some questions and he was really cool about it and really helpful, so that was cool.
he's killing it right now.
Yeah, he is.
So your motivation to play, I'm sure your dad had a huge part in it, but your motivation for what keeps you going, what is
Yeah,
it?
I would say now it's just my love for pitching and competing when I'm out there. Um, I just really enjoy being out there, so that's kind of my motivation is just um, my love for it.
Awesome. So you played in UCLA, I believe 3 years or 2 years. You went there for
Three.
3 years. How was the environment? How was the game days?
Yeah, it was cool. We had a good group of guys there. Everyone on the team was super close, so it was really fun, and I had a good time. Even though I was hurt for a lot of it and didn't get to play much, it was still a cool experience, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Awesome. So uh I believe on the 17th of this year, you officially got a bobblehead that I have. So
Oh, yes, sir.
how is it to officially be a bobblehead, and how cool is it that you're a bobblehead with your dad?
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I can't say I really imagined that happening, but seeing it and seeing people with it, it's been pretty awesome. So I'm grateful for it.
Have you seen it in person?
Yeah, I actually we had a scout that was out here and he got the bobblehead, so I've got it with me. So yeah, I've been
Sick.
able to see it.
That thing's sick.
Yeah.
Um, so if you could put it together all five all-time pitching roster, who would it be?
I think I gotta go. Randy Johnson's gotta be in there. Clayton Kershaw's gotta be in there. Um, who else? Who else? Pedro Martinez gotta be up there. Um, then we'll go some recent guys. I think Verlander, he's had a pretty outstanding career.
Yep.
And then one more we will go with mm, Sandy Koufax, sticking with the Dodgers. Sandy
Yep.
Koufax, yes, sir.
And then who would be your all-time fielding?
Oh, every position?
Yeah, yeah, you could
Oh
do
shit.
some.
That could be tough. I would go Derek Jeter would be out there. I would put um I mean you gotta go Barry Bonds out there.
Yep.
Uh, who else? Who else? Damn, position players. This is tough for me. Um
I feel like I would put Trout in center.
yeah, Trout, you
Trout
got
or
yeah.
Mays.
Yeah. Let me hear some of your I need some help here. So some of
Ooh.
your guys.
First base, I feel like I'd go Helton from the
Helton?
Rockies.
All right, all
Uh,
right.
Short, Jeter,
Yeah, one cheater.
catching. Ooh, I think Molina's obvious choice.
Okay,
All of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Center, Trout, left, Bonds, right. Who would be in right? I feel like Mookie Betts.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude
he's got to
is
be up there.
crazy.
Yeah. Shohei DH.
DH, yep.
Yeah.
Second base. There's a lot of good choices.
Hmm.
It's hard to narrow it down.
Yeah, it is. It's tough.
If you were to game seven World Series, tie game, or you're up, who would you personally want to face to be the last out that if you come
Um,
out, you win the World Series?
I think
All time or current?
all time.
Yeah.
Um, I think I'd go Barry Bonds just because obviously he's one of the greatest hitters of all time. So being able to face him would be pretty cool. And he was with the Giants, so it makes it even better.
Yep. So your favorite ballpark other than Dodger Stadium, because obviously it's the best ballpark.
Hmm.
What's your personal favorite?
Um, of the ones I've been to, I would say probably yeah, Yankee Stadium. No, I'm gonna go Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field. I like the it's a great place. Just the history, obviously, and Chicago. Yeah, I'm going Wrigley Field.
I personally think PNC Park, the Pirates,
I've heard a lot of good. I've never been there, but I've heard it's pretty
it's
cool.
really nice.
Yeah.
So your favorite Cal League or IA or Double A stadium that you've played at so far, what would that be?
Hmm. Hmm. I would say I really liked the field in Great Lakes. I thought the stadium was really nice. Um, but I think here, Tulsa,
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
a pretty cool
beautiful.
field, cool stadium, good energy, good atmosphere. So yeah, I'm going Tulsa.
How about your favorite away stadium?
Away. Hmm. What? I liked pitching at Fort Wayne, the Padres.
Oh,
I
nice.
like the mound a lot, so that kind of played into it a lot. But yeah, I would go there.
So being 6'7" and on that pitching mound, is it any harder for you, do you think, to get it in the strike zone? Because you obviously have a higher.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about that. I know just for me personally, that's kind of been my one of my strengths is throwing strikes and attacking the strike zone. So, um, I don't know. I don't really have anything to compare it to, so I'm gonna say no on that one.
So you were also a first baseman and you obviously had to be a pitcher. So if it ever came down to it and the team needed you first base and pitching, would you be down to do it?
I mean, if that's what we needed to win, I think I would do it. I'm not sure that would be the best for the team, but if that's what we needed, I'm game for it.
Awesome. So do you guys still do the piggybacking in double A and high A, or was that just in low A right now?
We did it. Sorry. Yeah, we did it in. Sorry. Yeah, we did it in high a little bit. Not here though. Nope, no piggyback in here.
Awesome. So I mean, your catching battery is crazy in double A. Rushing, Cartaya,
Yeah.
Fernandez. Who do
Yeah,
you
no, they're pretty legit. It's fun throwing to them each night I'm out there. So yeah, we're very fortunate with the catchers we have for sure.
who do you think you like how Kershaw has his personal catcher is Barnes? Who do you think yours would be?
Um, I wouldn't say I have one just because it's always different. Um, you're not really getting the same guy every time. It switches up. So I wouldn't say I have someone. I'm good with whoever.
Sweet. So you like their play calling, their pitch calling,
Mhm.
everything's
Yeah,
fine?
we'll have meetings before the game. We kind of go over how we're gonna attack the day and what we want to do. So we're usually on the same page, which is nice.
Sweet. So I
Yeah.
saw a lot of Dodgers at the stadium in the off season. Could be because of Shohei. Have you met him?
Yeah, I did. I met him when he was in there. And then Walker Buehler was also in there. Gavin Lux, Chris Taylor, Glass now. Those were some of the guys that were there. So it was pretty cool to meet them and just talk with all of them.
Awesome. Did they give you any pointers how to adjust to going through the ranks or any of that?
Yeah, for sure. They were all super helpful, super willing to help. Very talkative if you ask them questions. So it was awesome having them.
Awesome. So did you guys like initiate group workouts or how did that all come apart?
Um, yeah, we would have a one of the strength coaches that was there would kind of just text us a time, and we'd always go in at the same time each day. So whether or not who showed up kind of varied, but it was always at the same time each day.
Did you guys just do weight days and then throwing days or
Um, so we would lift every day we were in there, and then we would throw on depending on what our throwing program was. We would throw um, every day, every other day, whatever it was.
so I every time we get a pitcher for some reason they just go on this crazy stretch. So or have you gotten any pointers or help from Mark Pryor or the Dodgers pitching staff?
Um, Not really. I've worked kind of more so with the minor league pitching coaches. I've talked to him a couple times, but nothing too in depth. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, another question would be if you were to text the most famous person right now and they could respond, who would it be?
Mm, who would it be? I think it would be cool to talk to LeBron James. Just the career he's had. I think it would be pretty awesome to talk to him.
Awesome. Well, another one. What's your favorite all-time Dodgers moment?
I think you got to go Kirk Gibson's home run. That was obviously I didn't see it live, but just seeing highlights and videos of it seems like it was a pretty amazing moment.
Yeah, that was my favorite too. I actually have a signed picture right here.
Let's see.
Your favorite all-time closer? Because I know you kind of closed in Rancho.
I would say all time Mariano Rivera,
Oh,
just how good he
absolutely.
was, what he did for so long. Mariano Rivera.
His entrance was electric.
Yeah, it was
Games.
special.
What would your walkout song be if you were a closer?
Um, I know the one I use for starting is "Welcome to the Jungle" by Guns N' Roses. That's kind of one that I've used for a while. Kind of fires me up, gets me in the zone. So I would go with that one.
Is that part of your work hype up music to start?
I won't listen to it before the game. I'll just save it as my walkout song. So it hypes me up there, but I don't want to overplay it. So I don't listen to it before.
Sweet. Well, um, in Rancho, obviously the amazing John Shoemaker. Is there anything that he did to help you better your? Because I know him, Coin, and Ramon,
Hmm.
they usually have meetings every day. So did they have meeting with you
Um,
about like attacking the strike zone,
I
getting?
would I would I wouldn't really talk to Shu about pitching very much, more so just kind of about baseball and the nuances of it and stuff like that. Versus Coin and Tronky, I would obviously we would have pitching meetings and talk about different things related to pitching. So yeah.
Yeah, so he's obviously an awesome person. He's also a player, ex minor league player. So I seen that. I don't remember who it was, but after every start, he'd always, even if he had a rocky start, good start, he'd always just be there to let you know that um that it's all right and that there's always next time. So is there like in double A, do they do that as well still?
Yeah. After my first outing, I had a pretty rough one. And yeah, all the coaches were super supportive, super positive about it, and helped me bounce back for the next one. So yeah, they're definitely there for you.
Yeah, the Dodgers have like they take care of their players. So
Hmm.
also I know you guys have living and food. Like, do you guys still have living in as you progress levels?
Yeah, we do. I think until that you're on the 40 man, or no, not 40 man. Until you've had big league time, they will provide you housing. So yeah, we're very fortunate for the housing we got.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate your time. I hope you have a great rest of your season.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.